In Tompkins County, BorgWarner workers have continued their strikes in demand of a new contract. Officials at Teamsters Local 317 say workers are now operating without health insurance. 12 News' Daniel Curran has more.
As strikes at BorgWarner continue into its second week, members and officials at Teamsters Local 317 say the company has cut off a major part of its health care. Workers say they are now left without health insurance as they continue to fight for a new contract. Business agent for Teamsters Local 317, John Cometti, says members were aware of this possibility before the strikes.
And the first offer that I had to bring back to the membership in that TA, we were notified if that didn't go through, that this possibility of shutting it off would happen.
Cometti says despite this, members made the choice to go on with the strikes amid the potential consequences.
To be put under that kind of pressure and knowing that you're providing for, in most situations, not only yourself, but your family, just shows the level of buildup that the membership here has gone through.
As negotiations with the company continue, members and officials at Teamsters Local 317 say they are looking for respect and dignity.
You know, there hasn't been much talk of financials in this negotiations. That wasn't the issue. The issue was the things that were asked to be, I'll say, forced, and who's going to let somebody pick and choose who's going to work and who's not going to work.
12 News reached out to spokespeople at BorgWarner regarding these claims on Wednesday, but did not get a response. Daniel Curran, 12 News, Tompkins County.